check on the injuries first. With Owen Doyle, how's he after he came off with his foot injury?
Yeah, it's been sore, to be fair to Doyle. He didn't train at the beginning of the week, but he's come through today okay. So it just shows you he's still a little bit, but it just shows you what he wants to do. He wants to continue playing, and we're hoping that he just comes through today's session all right. He seemed to be fine. David Ball still struggling a little bit with his knee, so that's taking longer than what we'd hoped for. But the good news is that Callum Woods and Kelvin Mellor have both trained with us today, so they've joined in. So they've been missing a long time, but touch wood that they've come through today all right, and they come back into contention as well.
Yeah, how good is it to have players with such experience back as well?
Yeah, it is. It certainly is, and from my point of view, they only lasted not half on the first game against Peterborough. So to have them back available again creates the competition that you want in your squads, and obviously they both bring attributes to the team that I feel that we need.
In terms of people like Adam Chicks and Paudie O'Connor, I think took knocks, are they okay?
Powley's fine. Chicks is a little bit sore with his Achilles, so we'll see on him. But Powley recovered and he's been okay this week.
Josh Wright got his first start since November. How do you think he went on Saturday?
I thought he did okay. I thought he did all right. He's experienced, hasn't he? He's played in the league for a long time, so he understands the position that we asked him to play, and I thought him and Butters, they did well in that role, getting on the ball and making us play. And I think he was sore because obviously, like you just said there, that was his first 90 for God knows how long. But I thought he came through it okay.
Considering he's been out for so long, it's obviously having that right attitude to get himself back in the fold, back in the team. How good has he been from that respect on the training field?
From my point of view, from when I first came in, I said it was a clean slate for everybody, and that's exactly what I meant. And he's applied himself properly and showed that he wants to be in the team. And I can't change what's happened before at Dan. I can only concentrate on what he's been like since we've been in.
There were some bright moments against Bristol Rovers, but what needs to improve for you to get something down at Coventry?
It's simple for us. I think we've improved continuously between both penalty boxes, but we have got to be better in both boxes. It's as simple as that. The feedback I'm getting, people are telling me that they can see what we're doing in training, but it's then being able to see it out at both ends of the pitch, and that's the area that we really do need to concentrate on for sure.
You've taken a Coventry side obviously pushing for the playoffs.
Yeah.
How impressed have you been with what they've done this season, considering all the problems they're having with their stadium, etc.?
I think that's a massive credit to Mark Robbins and his staff, because they've not got involved in all of that. They've just concentrated on the football. I think I spoke to Mark when they were in League Two and when they got promoted. I think he's done brilliant, it's the model that they've got is something that I think works, and that's what we'll be trying to do in the summer. Pace and power in wide areas, big target man up the top, and play good football and play the right way. And they've been successful, and like you say, they've got an outside chance of sneaking in the playoffs if the others around them slip up. But we've got to go out there and enjoy the stadium. Might be the last time that we were there for a long time. So and go about our business how we've started against Bristol Rovers, and now we continued, but like I say, being better in both penalty boxes.
It's interesting because you mentioned there the Coventry are pushing for the playoffs. You're obviously looking to try and get out of the drop zone. Do you think you'd be quite open as a match as a result, both teams going for it?
I hope it's not as open as their scoreline was last week when with Sunderland, but no, look, listen, they are an attack-minded team. And like we just alluded to there, they have the ability to score goals and create goals. And then at the same time, we feel we're making inroads in that way. And we were disappointed last week that having scored 2, we're not taking something back up the road with us.
Lovely, thank you, Gary.
You say you were disappointed not to take something back up to Bradford with you. How long did it take for the players to get over conceding so late and giving the game away so late?
To be perfectly honest, I don't think they have got over it quite yet, because I've not allowed them to. To be perfectly honest, you know, it was, what's the phrase? The straw that broke the camel's back with me. So, yeah, they've had sharp reminders of it all week, to be perfectly honest.
Of course, it's, as usual, the Easter weekend, 2 games in quick succession. Yeah. What do you do in those 2 days you have between the games?
Well, it'll be we kick off earlier, don't we? So on Friday, so at least we'll get back a little bit quicker. But we will be straight after the game. There will be the recovery strategies that everybody puts in place, and then we'll be in training Saturday and in training Sunday, ready for the game on Monday. The work is already been taken underway for how Gillingham will be, but we can't look at that game until obviously the Coventry one's finished.
Of course, fans have been going through all the possibilities of what different results can be. Presumably, that doesn't bother you. It's just about Bradford City.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just concentrating on Saturday, and like I say, I'm after a reaction in both penalty boxes again from us. You know, between the 2 penalty boxes, I've been impressed with how we've gone about it and tried to play the football that I want us to try and play. But we need to sharpen up in those 2 areas. And that's the aim, and that's what we've done all week.